After the women fell to a late winner in the football last time, now it's the turn of the men's rugby league team. But after losing their opening 2 games, they will be looking to kickstart their season against the Loughborough side, who arrive off the back of a narrow defeat to current table toppers Birmingham. Hello and welcome along to episode 2 of Extra Time. Also in the show we'll have analysis plus the latest sports news, but for now it's over to your commentators Tim Arsell and Joe Walton.
Yes, thank you Chloe, and welcome to WTV Sports coverage of men's rugby league. We've got Warwick's first taking on Loughborough seconds, Joe. Some really scrappy conditions today. A lot of rain. What are you expecting to see from this game?
Expecting a very close game. Loughborough obviously have high sporting merits within their whole university, but I think Warwick have got enough to challenge them today.
Yeah, absolutely. Warwick kicking us off here, and already we've got quite a scrappy game. Warwick charging forwards, actually stopped down. It's taken 2 players taken down. What are you making of the early game?
I think Warwick are definitely taking it up to Loughborough, but I don't think Loughborough are hitting Warwick with enough line speed at the moment to really push them back.
Yeah, strong kick forwards here, just seeing it. No, they can't make anything of it there. Still charging forwards though, and really positive rugby early on from possession. Just brought down there on the edge still. Some real positive attacking rugby here from...
Yeah, it was a great high kick there, putting the pressure right on Loughborough. It doesn't look like they want to catch the ball in this wet weather.
Yeah, and obviously it's a lot of ferocity here. I'm sure you'll hear from the captain later. The amount of players that Warwick have lost, but they're looking really to make an impression here, and they're looking really determined to just play stopped here again. Continuing great width play from Warwick here, just working down the channels, taken down again. It's frenetic rugby, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah, they're definitely tying Loughborough in, and it looks like they're going to go wide here. And he's gone out over the top, and looks like Warwick are for the score.
We've got a try. 6. So we've got, we'll wait to see if the conversion goes in, but 4-0 to Warwick. Kick here and converted well by Warwick. Really sort of interchangeable conditions, so good kicking there, Joe.
No, yeah, it was a great try and a good conversion with it. They really sucked Loughborough in and then beat them around the outside for the try.
Yeah, absolutely. Warwick really exploiting the wings here. Both wingers getting really involved in the play, and just a lot of strength through the middle of the park. Brought down again. Obviously, the physical imposingness of Loughborough is something we're seeing on the pitch here, Joe. A big size advantage.
Yeah, they were definitely the bigger side here, but Warwick could definitely hold their own, even though they are the smaller side.
Yeah, and we've got David O'Connor. We've seen early on driving forwards here, the number 7. He's been the focal point of a lot of Warwick attacks, don't you think?
No, yeah, he's playing a great game. We've been camped in the Loughborough half, and it's mainly because he's been giving momentum to the side, breaking through the gain line.
So the Rob Taylor there restarting play. We've got a breakdown in play there on the left side, and Loughborough here attacking. Really quick passing rugby. You can tell that they're a team of professional, and the winger just breaking through there. And that's...
No, yeah, it was great play, great hands. It was quick ball to the outside, and their winger just had too much pace for the Warwick side.
Yeah, and a failed conversion there as well. I think it just seems like the physical speed of the Loughborough wingers is too much for Warwick at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Loughborough obviously a very sports-centric university, and they obviously are just physically quicker and physically stronger by the looks of it.
Yeah, following a spell of early Warwick dominance, it seems like Loughborough are starting to get a foothold in the game, just driving Warwick back here. And just it seems like tactically they're really on top at the moment.
Yeah, they've stretched Warwick there, and luckily it was good defence, but unfortunately they just left a little gap around the side of the breakdown, and they slipped through.
Yeah, now in the second half, Loughborough to kick us off, and already surging forward, strong kick forwards. Warwick brought down here. The number 2, Ollie Horrocks, just holding up play there, but Warwick still have the ball and breaking away here. Maybe a chance to drive forwards, but just can't get past the Loughborough 18. They seem to be man-marking really tight.
No, yeah, Loughborough are very organised, as you would expect, and Warwick just can't find the gaps in this Loughborough defence.
Yeah, Rob Taylor starting us off again. It seems like they can't get forwards without being brought down after 2, but here's a chance to attack on the counter. David O'Connor once again the start of good things, but just can't make inroads.
Yeah, he's slipping through. We've done that a few times, Warwick, and it's just capitalising on it like we've just broke through now. It's just getting the support there, I think, and maybe finding that one offload that scores the try.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe we've lost the captain, Liam O'Neill, in the first half, actually, an injury there. We will see if he comes on. We're not sure if we've got it on highlights, but it was a head injury, and it looked quite a nasty one, didn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it was quite a nasty one. I think he was being helped off the field with a bloody nose, and his legs dragging along the floor, so I hope he's fine.
Yeah, Warwick driving forwards here. Surely, hopefully they can get in this last few phases towards the try line. Real determination from the boys. Loughborough totally compact at the back, no space there, but determination. We're getting towards the wings. Out to David O'Connor, and what a try! What a try!
Great spin there, and all that came from a really good high kick. The kicking game from Warwick has been absolutely impeccable so far.
And just, was that, I believe that was a missed oh no, that was a conversion, sorry.
That was a conversion.
So good kicking there from Warwick in interchangeable conditions, like I've said. And a breakdown in play and a break for Loughborough. Winger number 5. He's run through the whole team, and that's a lack of concentration.
A lack of concentration, but also it was a great kick by Loughborough, I think. And again, just too much pace for Warwick. They can't seem to keep up with these wingers at the moment. Yeah,
and a solid conversion there from Loughborough from close range. Breakdown in play again. Warwick managing to make inroads, just really getting towards the dying embers of the game. The referees stopping play temporarily, and now we're back underway. David O'Connor once again driving forwards. He's taking on the ball, isn't he?
Yeah, he's had an amazing game. He's providing Warwick that momentum that you really need in rugby league, just breaking down the gain line and just putting the opposition on the back foot.
Yeah, play restarted again right on the try line there. Started off again by Rob Taylor, caused a lot of Warwick's attacks. We're just seeing from behind the try line here, just can they benefit here, Joe, do you think?
Yeah, I think they've stretched. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
They've stretched left and they've gone over.
A great try there from Jack Butler.
Yeah, great offload there by David O'Connor, putting number 15 through.
And unlucky not to convert there. I think kicking in these conditions, Joe, as a rugby league player yourself, I'm sure you appreciate are quite difficult.
Yeah, kicking's hard in the best of conditions, so to get a conversion in wet and windy conditions is definitely a...
Oh, we've just got to try a kick forwards there from Loughborough. Element of luck in that try, they've just taken the lead.
Yeah, once again, another great kick. The kicking game from both sides has been really, really good, and it's set up a lot of tries.
Yeah, Warwick really manfully holding on here, but we've got a break similar to the one in the first half, just the wingers running away with it. It's Loughborough's number 5 again, charging down the line. Can he be stopped? In pursuit is Jim Roberts. Oh, and he's just got through. I think that'll be a try to Loughborough.
Yeah, again, fairly unlucky. Two people went in to tackle that one player, and he just got the offload in time, and then again too much pace by that number 5 for Warwick to catch him up.
Yeah, a rare missed conversion there for Loughborough. The score is currently 16-22. Loughborough taking the away lead, and it seems like the game is getting away from Warwick, sadly. I think it's another try.
Yeah, their fitness is to be admired, and they're just
we're seeing that. I think that epitomises the kind of conditions it can happen to the best of us, right, Joe?
Yeah, definitely. It's if you haven't got the right studs on, that's going to happen.
Good driving forwards there from Rob Taylor, just restarting play into discussion with Luke Avent.
I think that's it.
And that's full time. So a disappointing but hard-fought loss for Warwick.
And back to Joe now, who's joined by Captain David O'Connor for match analysis.
Hello, welcome to Extra Time Analysis. I'm Joe Walton. I'm joined by David from the Rugby League men's first team. And we're just going to go through a few clips of what went right and what went wrong. It was a close game, wasn't it, David?
Very close.
Until the last 10 minutes. And I think you actually dominated the first half and most of the second half. And this resulted in a try for Warwick, so let's play it through. As we can see, I think we dominated the contact through the first couple of phases and drew all the Loughborough players in. And then it was just the case of, well, yourself just...
You see the number 15 running in for us, that's Jack Butler. He's one of our strongest runners. So by this stage he's already made a few penetrating runs. They've identified that they need to get up on him fast. So he's made the runs, drawn a few people in, they're looking around the ruck because it's a bit of a quick play the ball. And then as you saw us when we went on the second play, the defender's panicked, he shot upon me because he's not sure of making a tackle on his own. He's missed the tackle in the wet conditions and it's just essentially falling over the try line.
Yeah. Great try, great build-up play. And then another clip of yourself. I think you were a great player of just breaking the game line.
It's just about getting on the back foot.
Yeah.
As soon as you've got a quick play the ball, you've got to capitalise on those moments. That once you get someone on the back foot, it's very difficult to stop an attacking side.
And then another great bit of play here where it shipped wide. And it looked like a tackle, but a good offload, and you
It's exactly the same sort of combinations. You just get two strong runners, get the smaller guys that usually stood on the edge of the defence, so the wingers, the centres, they're usually not that sure of tackling the bigger people up top. So they've come in, they've left the ball free, and it's just a little bit. We tried it earlier on in the game, but with a bit of a new player in the outside position, combinations aren't quite there, but unfortunately this time it came off.
There's another try with it again, another good kick. I think you were very unlucky that they just scored 3 breakaway tries. Really.
It's what I was saying about we've got some inexperience in the back line, and you can see that there's one of our players is coming on to try and take that ball, and if he just attacked it that little bit harder, taking the ball and put his body on the line. But it's something we're building on, and it takes some getting used to.
And then just a demonstration of how miserable and wet it was and how bad the conditions were. Was it hard to play out there?
Yeah. It was tough because we felt we were the better team. So in defence we were solid, in getting out of our half, what we call get out sets. We were winning the arm wrestle there. It was just a bit of inexperience in the opposition's half, costing us some critical mistakes, running out into touch, making bad decisions, bad passes. If we can manage to sort of gel as a squad and cut out those mistakes, I think we've shown that we'll be really strong this year.
Okay, thanks David.
Time for the latest sport news.
Hi and welcome to your roundup of sports news from the last couple of weeks across campus. Well, week 5 saw another week of hard-fought Bucks action, and as ever there were some dramatic full-time results. The tennis club in particular saw their fair share of these. The men's first team absolutely smashed friendly neighbours Coventry 12-0 in a varsity warning call, whilst the second and third team drew with one another 6-all, which is probably the best result as far as the rest of Warwick is concerned. Meanwhile, the women's seconds did especially well to grab a 6-all draw away to the De Montfort first team, and the first dismantled the Nottingham seconds 10-2. In other results, it was an equally successful week for the netball club. The second team impressed away from home against Nottingham, winning 38-29, whilst the first and third team both played at home to Coventry, winning 56-21 and 32-17 respectively. Not a good week for the Poly. Also, the cricket team deserve a mention for their own victory against Coventry. They were made to work a lot harder than the netball team, however, triumphing by just a single run in a 92-91 thriller. Meanwhile, the week 6 results saw our various rugby teams perform well. The Union first got back to winning ways with a 31-22 victory against the Loughborough third team, whilst the league first team got their first win of the season, defeating Northampton 46-14 at home. The ladies Union team also put in a strong performance, losing only narrowly to Harper Adams 15-12, which leaves them joint second in their division. The women's hockey first team also deserve a mention. They absolutely trounced Oxford 16-0, and they also moved to second in their division. In some other sports news now, the Warwick Active Hall Sports Leagues have enjoyed a good start to the term, with one-off events in dodgeball, ultimate frisbee and basketball all proving a success. The next event is a slightly less competitive one and will be UV Zumba, which will take place on Tuesday the 11th of November. Those wanting to take part are advised to wear loose clothing and trainers, and UV face paint will also be provided for those who want to stand out. The event costs £2 per person, taking place between 6:30 and 8 PM. Well, moving on from Zumba to naked rowers, and the Warwick Rowers have recently launched their 2015 naked calendar. The calendar is the 6th to be released by the club and helps to raise money for a charity called Sports Allies, which combats homophobia in sport. The calendar had its launch at the Mayfair Hotel in London a couple of weeks back, and acting legend Ian McKellen was on hand to help the guys out. The guys have raised over £200,000 since they were first released, and you can help to add to that total by buying a calendar from www.warwickrowers.org. The ladies team have also created their own version, which you can buy from the Warwick SU shop, this time raising money for Macmillan Cancer Support. And finally, I'm delighted to be joined by Julian Regan, who won Sportsperson of the Week this week for his Bucks achievements for Warwick Surf. Julian particularly impressed at the Bucks Surf Championship on the weekend of the 15th of October, reaching the quarterfinals and finishing in the top 20 out of 300 surfers. Warwick Sports said, Julian, that you deserve the award for your tenacity and desire, as well as great skill. High praise. How do you feel to have won the award and to have received such praise?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously I'm absolutely stoked because it's definitely a great result for me and for Warwick Surf in general. Because most of the other universities that compete at the Surf Championships, they're from the southwest, so we're talking Falmouth, Plymouth, Exeter, all that. Even some Welsh universities much closer to the sea. So they get a lot of training, they do a lot of it, that we can't do because we're so far away.
Big advantage.
So, yeah, considering the amount of time I spent in the water, I was absolutely chuffed to have got that far.
Fantastic, and I heard that conditions were absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
how did that sort of impact on the day?
Yeah, well, it actually made it completely changed the game because it was huge, really messy. There were huge currents. The RNLI were out,
Wow.
pulling people in, have broken their boards, people getting stranded on rocks and stuff. It was really crazy. Basically, and that caused me to have to sort of adapt and change my game.
Yeah.
So I took a slightly different style. I went out on a longboard, which is more about flow and sort of style, which I'm actually better at than the other type of surfing, which most people do. Basically went for style and flourish over hard manoeuvres, which are very difficult to pull off given the conditions.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
So in a way, it almost worked in your favour.
Yeah.
Yeah, great stuff. And just quickly, where would you say this sort of ranks in your sort of all-time surfing success, really?
Definitely up there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I think it's got to be the best. It is. Best thing.
Oh, great stuff. Congratulations once again.
Cheers.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
That's your lot for this week. I'll be back with more sports news in week 9. Thanks very much for joining us.
It's been another great roundup. Thank you for watching, and join us again in 2 weeks' time for the last extra time return.